Now in Good Morning Northwest, glass everywhere in a mangled Mustang. The chaotic scene at River Park Square where a driver lost control and crashed into the mall. What we know about the crash.
And rain is moving into the inland Northwest this morning. I'll show you how long that rain is going to be sticking around today and help you plan around a wet weekend forecast.
And President Trump makes history at a Middle Eastern mosque after once saying Islam hates us. The surprising images and $1 billion deals from his whirlwind tour. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Robin Nance. Natalie Grant is off this morning. Welcome to your Friday. It is May 16th. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray here with a look at our first alert forecast.
And here as we hit 6 a.m., the radar is starting to fill in a little bit more across the inland Northwest as with that morning rain that we have anticipated now for a couple of days. So let's zoom in here. We've got some sprinkles around Spokane South Hill, the Orchard Park area into the valley, Country Homes and 5 Mile as well, and a little rain right in the kind of center part of Division Street, just north of downtown. So we're starting to already see a few sprinkles here. We're going to see that radar continue to fill in as all of this wet weather tracks to the north and to the east. St. Mary's, you'll see some rain sooner rather than later. Plenty of wet weather off and on across the Palouse region this morning. We head further north. It's a little bit less coverage from places like Davenport, Wilbur. The Inchelium area has seen some rain this morning. We've even got some showers up north of the Colville area as well. So we're going to continue to see this rain through at least the morning hours. Once we get into the afternoon, we'll actually start to see a little bit of improvement, and then there's a lot more rain coming for the weekend. So we'll take a look at your weekend forecast and try to help you make some plans to stay dry coming up.
All right, Matt, thanks. If you have plans to go to River Park Square this morning, beware. It'll open, but you will have to dodge this. A bit of a construction zone. Crews put up that plywood overnight because of this. Last night around 9, a car plowed straight through one of the mall's glass doors near Main Avenue. Spokane police say the car was moving fast and hit a parked vehicle before crashing into the front of the mall. The driver was taken to the hospital with injuries that are not life-threatening. Police say they're still investigating, but right now there's no sign it was intentional or that drugs or alcohol were involved. The mall will open this morning at 10 o'clock as per normal, but business, they're saying it's going to be back open and as normal, but, you know, you'd be dodging some stuff there.
What happened in that house? It's the crime no one can forget.
In an hour-long special report, NBC aired sensitive information in the University of Idaho murders case on Dateline. The judge overseeing the case says it violated the gag order put in place and could jeopardize the trial. Judge Stephen Hippler says this leaked information could significantly impact their ability to find an impartial jury and substantially raise the cost of the case. He's launching an investigation to find out who could have leaked that information. Behind closed doors yesterday, Hippler ordered both sides to turn over any information that may lead him to discover who leaked that information. In a release, Hippler said it is likely someone currently or formerly associated with law enforcement or the prosecution. The state has 7 days to submit a list of anyone in law enforcement or the prosecution office who have had access to any facts in this investigation, including surveillance footage, phone records, internet search history, to name a few. Judge Hippler also made it clear anyone involved in the investigation is prohibited from deleting emails, texts, phone logs, or other communication that could show they were sharing information with the media or someone outside the case. For the full story on the details shared in this special report, look for our story on KXLY.com. Wildfire season is approaching, and communities across the inland Northwest are preparing for what could be a difficult summer. Recent federal layoffs could leave fire crews short-staffed, raising concerns about emergency response. Earlier this year, the federal government laid off many U.S. Forest Service workers who often handle efforts to fight fires behind the scenes, like logistics, finances, and planning. Local fire districts and the State Department of Natural Resources now face greater pressure to fill those gaps.
To prevent and be ready and respond requires everyone, local fire districts, the State Department of Natural Resources, and the federal government. And when there's chaos and disruption at the federal government, it just means the rest of us have to step up more.
The state leaders remind us all that fire safety starts at home. For tips on prevention and preparation ahead of wildfire season, look for our coverage on KXLY.com. Drivers in North Spokane have waited decades for the completion of the North Spokane corridor. Now, a new proposal in Olympia could move the project forward, but you could pay for it at the pump. Construction of the freeway is made possible through a funding package called Connecting Washington, which prompts an 11.9-cent gas tax. However, inflation and the pandemic have brought down the revenue stream. Now lawmakers are pushing for increasing this tax by 6 cents to ensure this project doesn't suffer any more delays. For businesses in the area, the completion of the project has been long awaited.
Progress takes time, and I think once it's done, it's going to be a great asset to Spokane and especially to Hilliard.
That father-daughter duo has been running a market in Delhi close to where the finished highway would be. The increased tax would only go into effect if signed by the governor. The Washington Department of Transportation says it hopes to complete the project in the early 2030s. President Donald Trump will wrap up his tour of the Middle East today. He will head back to D.C. with billions of dollars in deals for investments in the U.S. economy and potentially reshaping American foreign policy in the region. CNN's Jeff Zeleny reports from Abu Dhabi.
U.S. President Donald Trump has one more series of meetings on Friday morning before heading back to Washington after a whirlwind week in the Middle East. He'll be meeting again at the presidential palace here in Abu Dhabi with business leaders, a constant theme of his trip as he's traveled from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, to Doha on to Abu Dhabi. The president clearly has been flanked by business leaders as he's been announcing deal after deal. But also along the way, the president has been making a bit of diplomatic efforts. Of course, that meeting with the Syrian president. He's been talking endlessly about Iran. But on Thursday, he did something he has never done, and that is visiting a mosque here in Abu Dhabi.
Is this beautiful? It is so beautiful. Very proud of my friends. This is an incredible culture, that I can say. This is the first time they've closed the mosque for the day. Is that true? First time they've closed it. That's in honor of the United States, I think. Absolutely. So, better than in honor of me. Let's give it to the country. But that's a great tribute. Thank you.
The images are extraordinary from an American president who infamously, back in 2017, his first term in office, signed a Muslim travel ban as one of his first official acts. He also at one point says, "I think Islam hates us." So certainly this is one example of a bit of a shift, not necessarily in thinking or policy of the U.S. president, but perhaps in transaction. He has come to the Middle East to make business deals. There's no doubt about that, and to strengthen relationships. But the end of the day here, all of the deals that the president was hoping would add up to the trillions of dollars. We'll have to carefully check those. Many of them have already been announced. Some of them are pledges of things to come. But there is no question this, the first overseas trip of the second term of the Trump administration has actually gone fairly smoothly as far as these things go. But at the end of the day, as he flies back to Washington with these new relations, all the geopolitical challenges that face the U.S. and the world going into this trip are still right there waiting for President Trump. Jeff Zeleny, CNN, Abu Dhabi.
Our time is now 6:08. Meteorologist Matt Gray is back. It's checking out what we can expect today.
Yeah, well, the clouds have really rolled in here over the last hour. We've got some sprinkles around Spokane this morning. And so you are going to want to be ready for some light, inconvenient rain and dreary conditions as we start the day. Not going to improve much this weekend. We'll take a look coming up.
The Lilac Festival is this weekend. We're breaking down everything you need to know to attend all the events from the parade to Brewfest coming up.
And a new adventure attraction or a threat to nature. Spokane's proposed downtown zip line is a step closer to reality, and neighbors have opinions about it. That's just ahead.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Beat the heat. Always water before 10 a.m. or after 6 p.m.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. ShopDaveSmith.com.
I'm JJ. I'm Tyler. We're with Kiona Vineyards, and we're here at Yokes Fresh Market. Our grandparents planted the first vineyard on what would become Red Mountain. Some of our legacy cultivars include Cabernet Sauvignon, Lemberger, and Chenin Blanc. The Lemberger is really exciting, right? It has really high red and blue fruit profile to it. We are a big little winery. Yokes has been a beautiful match for us culturally.
Check out Kiona Wines at Yokes Fresh Market.
4 News Now and SDCU are teaming up to highlight and congratulate high school and college graduates. Send us a photo of your senior and 10 lucky students will be chosen to win a $50 gift card from SDCU. Enter your senior photo today at KXLY.com.
It's the Click It RV Spokane Pre-Memorial Day sales event. Huge manufacturer's discounts from Forest River, StarCraft, and more. Get 0 down financing and no payment for 90 days. And get top dollar for your trade. And as our way of saying thank you, active military and veterans get a $500 parts and service card. And talk about giveaways. Win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash. And get a 65-inch TV with every purchase. Nobody beats a Click It RV deal. We guarantee it. So don't miss the Click It RV Spokane Pre-Memorial Day sales event. May 18th through the 30th.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
The Book of Mormon is the best musical of this century. You won't believe how funny it is. You won't believe how much heart it has. And when it's over, you won't believe how much you'll want to see it again. The Book of Mormon, June 3rd through 7th. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
It is 6:12 on the dot. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Workers at the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. are pushing to unionize. About 170 employees from departments including programming, marketing, and development are involved. Usually, when workers unionize, they want more money or better benefits. This time, the demands are centered around keeping the organization free from partisan interference. That comes after President Donald Trump's administration overhauled the center. Organizers filed a petition Thursday for an election at the National Labor Relations Board. New York University is withholding the diploma of a student who spoke at its graduation ceremony Wednesday. Logan Rozos repeatedly referred to Israel's actions in Gaza as genocide. He said genocide is supported by the U.S. and paid for with tax dollars. The main problem the university seems to have is Rozos promised to comply with school rules. Then he allegedly delivered a speech that didn't do that. The school's withholding his diploma while it considers disciplinary actions.
10-second takeaway today in your forecast. It's going to be a rainy morning in many parts of the inland Northwest, and there's more rain to come this weekend. Things start drying out next week, but that doesn't help you much with your weekend plans. We'll help you with that part of the forecast coming up.
Your dreams of soaring along the Spokane River are a step closer to reality this morning. The city's hearing examiner gave conditional approval for a downtown zip line yesterday. If approved by the Spokane Park Board and Spokane City Council, the zip line would launch from a Place of Truth's Plaza, glide under the Monroe Street Bridge, and land in Red Band Park. Micah Moon Zip Tours would operate and pay for the project with no cost to taxpayers. The plan has been in the works since 2018, and the city says it's worked with neighbors and the Spokane tribe to address concerns. Still, the idea is drawing mixed reactions.
It's very nice to be able to just have a completely undeveloped little breath of nature in the middle of a neighborhood. So I would love to preserve that. On the other hand, it is also true that people who are unhoused are spending a lot of time there and often leave a lot of garbage there.
And she also says she is hopeful that Micah Moon would maintain this area better. The city sees the zip line as a way to boost tourism and show off Spokane's biggest natural asset, the Spokane River. Just about 6:15. Those low Walmart prices, they're about to go up. Coming up a little later, the Walmart price hikes and what the retail giant says is forcing its hand. And up next, looking for something to do this weekend? You can be a part of the tradition at the annual Lilac Festival. Allison Martinez is live with what you need to know.
When you're in a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. we're here as a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swaff and Associates, it got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
For over 90 years, the McVeigh Brothers family has been installing the very best in roofing, siding, and windows, made for the Inland Northwest. Last year, our 6000 Series Coeur d'Alene windows earned the 2024 Energy Star Most Efficient Award, beating some manufacturers by 20%. So this week, we're celebrating by matching your energy rebate. Ask about our current rebate offers for each window sold. At McVeigh Brothers, we're always working for you.
For over 25 years, Dr. Arvind Chaudhry and Summit Cancer Centers has remained true to 3 core values. 25 years of coming together to develop the most complete and personalized treatment plans available. 25 years of providing the most advanced treatments and non-invasive radiosurgery in the country. 25 years of taking you on a healing journey from diagnosis to recovery.
And we are not stopping there. We will continue to offer the most comprehensive cancer treatment in the Northwest.
Summit Cancer Centers. Integrated, innovative, inspired.
She was 12 in crisis.
Yet under hospital care, Sarah jumped to her death.
How do we stop it from happening again?
Teens in Crisis. Coverage every family needs to see.
Beginning Monday, only on 4 News Now.
Attention! Save up to 50% at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa tent sale this weekend at Spokane Valley Mall. Don't put off buying any longer. You can have a hot tub now. Over 50 models on display. Every floor model must go. Come see revolutionary swim spas that can heat or chill the water. Bad credit, no problem. 100% in-house financing, no turndowns. Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa blowout sale this weekend at Spokane Valley Mall. Call 1-833-OUR-SPAS or go to discountspas.com.
Don't wait. Hurry down to Walker's Furniture for big Memorial Day savings, where all your favorite mattress brands are on sale. Enjoy even deeper discounts on Beautyrest, Serta, and 40 more styles. Plus, pay over time with 5 years no-interest financing, no money down, and no minimum purchase. It's your time to sleep better and spend less. Plus, get up to $300 of free furniture with select sets sold. Walker's Furniture, where quality sleep just costs less.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Now, well-qualified buyers can get 0.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado. That's over $6,600 in average finance savings. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
4 News Now is brought to you by McVeigh Brothers.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Good morning and welcome back. It's now 6:18. You can be part of one of Spokane's signature traditions, the Lilac Festival. It's this weekend. You can honor our military at the Armed Forces Torchlight Parade, grab a drink with friends at Brewfest, and check out some classic cars at the Cruisin' the Falls Car Show. Allison Martinez is live in Riverfront Park, getting us ready for the big weekend. Allison?
Good morning. I had my first Lilac Festival last year. I was here and I got to soak it all up and I had the best time. So I highly recommend everyone makes a point to come down to Riverfront Park this weekend. I'm joined by Adriana and Sam this morning on behalf of the Lilac Festival. Thank you so much for being with us. Now, I want to hear your tips for success. I know a lot of families will be coming down here, bringing the whole clan. What do they need to know?
Yeah, we encourage families to come down early, pick out their favorite spots, set their chair out, and then walk around the park. We have our car show and our marketplace going down on Howard and Spokane Falls Boulevard. But really just come down, enjoy the day, come prepared for anything, and help us celebrate our parade starting at 7:30.
Perfect. There's something to check out around every corner, so just come down here and make a day of it for sure. And one thing to enjoy is Brewfest, of course. Can you tell us a little bit about that? I was here last year. It was hugely successful, and we want to bring it back another year.
Yeah, this is our fourth Brewfest. We'll have over 30 breweries and a bunch of vendors. Our presenting partner, Washington's Lottery, will be there doing some fun giveaways and prizes. It'll just be a fun day.
And there will be some little pop-up tents. Every brewery has their little covering for the rain if you need to duck in and get a break. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Plus, the pavilion has little nooks and crannies you can go and hide in case it case it rains for a few minutes.
Yeah, we were saying earlier this might be a good excuse to buy some merch from any of the performers who will be down here, because they'll be just lighting up this whole space, and they'll have some sweatshirts for you if you need it. Well, thank you both so much for joining us. Where can people go to find answers to any questions they might have?
Our website has all the information. It has our parade route, parade lineup, tickets for Brewfest. So SpokaneLilacFestival.org/Festival Week.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. It's going to be a great weekend. We're very excited for it. I'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Live music down there at Brewfest, too. So much fun.
That'll be fun.
And the cloud cover's here. Yeah.
Sure is. And the rain is going to be falling at times throughout the day today and then for this weekend as well. Yeah. And so if you are headed to the parade, have a poncho. Remember, a lot of times it's not always bad weather. It's dressing incorrectly for the weather that you may experience. So one thing I do have to say is there is going to be a very small chance that we may see some lightning, hear some thunder tomorrow. So, you know, when thunder roars, head indoors, maybe, you know, O'Doherty's to the mall, things like that. You know,
there's
have some fun there.
Lots of places.
Yeah, there are places to go. So just some things to keep in mind, keep in the back of your mind as you go about your day here, because, yeah, here's the Armed Forces Torchlight Parade. So our rain chances are very high. There is that very small chance that there could be a little rumble of thunder out there as well. So just some things to watch out for here during this time frame, because as we go through your Saturday, our rain chances just keep going higher and higher and higher and higher through this time frame here. And we're going to pick up quite a bit of rain this weekend, especially in North Idaho. Still some moderate drought in some parts of the Panhandle. Well, this is going to help us out up to or close to ½ an inch, maybe even some places getting a little bit more in some of the high mountain areas over the next 3 days. Spokane, a chance for up to and around about ½ of an inch or so with this rain that we expect here. Now, we start off with rain this morning. The radar's already been filling in today. And then as we head into about noon, we'll see more of the scattered shower activity across North Idaho and northeastern Washington. We'll continue to see an isolated shower or thunderstorm during the afternoon in some of those northern counties. So Colville, Newport, Sandpoint, Bonners Ferry, all those places where we've seen quite a bit of activity, even when other places have been quiet this week. Guess what? You'll be right into that zone again for late Friday. Now let's go to Saturday. Some spotty light rain across central Washington here as we get into your early Saturday morning. But things stay on the light side through about lunchtime. Starting about lunch, we'll start to see, once again, these little 5-minute little light rain showers. But as we head into the back end of the day, here's the heavier rain. Here's the isolated thunder possibilities here as this is about 7 o'clock, and things just get wetter and wetter as the night goes on, especially across North Idaho as this storm kind of whips around through Idaho and Montana. And as we're waking up on Sunday, pretty wet weather, especially in the northern half of our area. That'll gradually degrade to scattered showers by the end of Sunday. So overall, it's going to be late Saturday and early Sunday. That's going to be the wettest period of this weather forecast. So that's the time where you definitely want to make sure you've got the rain gear late Saturday, early Sunday when you're doing stuff. Here is next week. Hey, things looking not that bad for next week. There'll still be a slight chance of a sprinkle, but we'll see a little bit more sunshine. Temperatures are going to stabilize out right about average for this time of the year as well. And we'll be keeping an eye on kind of that Thursday, Friday time frame next week for perhaps the next round of rain. So yeah, got to get through this weekend. Just make sure you're prepared for that active weather.
Yep, that's the key, isn't it, Matt? Thanks so much. Your Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:23. It's do or die hockey for the Spokane Chiefs tonight, with the Medicine Hat Tigers taking a 3-1 lead Wednesday night in this best-of-7 series. There's only 2 conclusions for the Chiefs at tonight's game: win or go home. We'll preview tonight's WHL championship game next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Your next big adventure has been here the whole time. The Spokane Symphony 80th season is waiting for you. Get your season subscriptions today.
At Cal Cars, you never know what you'll find, like all-wheel drives, tricked-out high-performance trucks, sporty low-mileage SUVs, and reliable fun rides.
We always have cool rides at SoFast.
Chevy, Ford, Dodge, Toyota, Mercedes, BMW.
If you need a certain style of vehicle, we will find it for you. Plus, every rig comes with a 1-month, 1,000-mile warranty.
And $50 down is all you need.
The inventory changes quickly because we price them right.
Imagine waking up actually rested because last night you slept on the new Cube mattress found exclusively at Walker's Furniture. Cube isn't just a mattress, it's a sleep revolution. The Gel Cube technology supports your body exactly where you need it. With airflow enhancing cubes, premium memory foam, and natural latex, Cube delivers a deeper, longer, more refreshing sleep. And this month, you can enter to win a new Cube mattress from Walker's.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
4 News Now and the Spokane Indians are teaming up to bring you an Education Day game. Families will enjoy a day of fun activities, including an educational booklet for each student and a chance to learn about the history of the Spokane Tribe of Indians, all while cheering on your Spokane Indians to victory. And when you come out to the stadium, bring a new or gently used coat to help out Coats for Kids. Come out to the park May 20th. Spokane Indians Education Day game. Brought to you by these sponsors.
This year, spend your summer in a new Toyota from Findlay, downtown Toyota. And take advantage of the great lease options and financing specials currently being offered. This week at Findlay.
Your next big adventure has been here the whole time. The Spokane Symphony 80th season is waiting for you. Get your season subscriptions today.
The Spokane Chiefs have one more chance to save their season. And while that seems like a lot of pressure, the players say it's still just another game. Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Sydney Berger. Spokane is down 3-1 in this series, so to earn a WHL championship title, the Chiefs need to win the next 3 games in a row. The good news is there's been plenty of times where the Chiefs have won 3 games in a row during their regular season. And if the Spokane's top line gets going in Game 5, it feels like this team has a good chance at bouncing back. It's been a quiet series for forward Andrew Crystal and a quiet last 2 outings for captain Berkeley Catton. Coach Brad Lauer credits Medicine Hat's defense for locking down his star players. So with one day in between Wednesday's 5-2 loss and tonight's Game 5, the Chiefs just see it as a fresh start and a big opportunity.
There's a lot of examples where you can still win 3, and we've done it before all year. We've won 3 games in a row. That's what we got to do now. That's the situation we're in. We got a good group. We got a character group. They believe in each other. They care about each other. Our focus has to be got to win Friday night.
Regardless of tonight's outcome, it's for sure the last game for the Chiefs inside the Spokane Arena this season. That includes the last hurrah for 20-year-olds Shea Van Olm, Rasmus Ekstrom, and Braden Crampton. The Chiefs and the Tigers face off in this must-win Game 5 in the WHL Championship Series. Puck drop is at 7 o'clock tonight in the Spokane Arena. And if the Chiefs pull off the win, Game 6 moves to Medicine Hat, Alberta. That'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Good luck, Chiefs. It is now 6:28. Choosing between your career and caring for your children. It's the reality for many Spokane parents. Up next, the alarming child care shortage hitting one local neighborhood and what's being done about it. And a car smashed through River Park Square's giant windows, what witnesses saw, and what police are saying about the driver. That's after this break. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7 o'clock.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a stunning medical breakthrough.
It's all been a miracle.
Just days after he was born, 9-month-old KJ was diagnosed with a rare genetic disorder called CPS1 deficiency, which causes ammonia to build up in the blood and can lead to brain injury.
Unfortunately, about 50% of babies pass away from this disease in the first week of life.
The standard of care for the disorder is a liver transplant, but KJ's doctors at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia had another idea. They could try to correct the error in his DNA that was causing his disease, giving KJ a second shot at life.
I had this profound feeling that this is going to be the thing. that helps, change his life.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this medical breakthrough. With your GMA First Look, I'm Tara Narula, ABC News, New York.
University of Maryland Global Campus believes in students. You can get credit for life and job experience that translated to coursework and helps cut down the cost of school. UMGC helped me become a highly attractive candidate in the job market.
My life is full of questions. How do I clean an aioli stain? Use Tide. Do I need to pre-treat guacamole? No, it's Tide.
Why do we even buy napkins?
Thankfully, Tide's the answer to almost all of them.
For all of life's laundry questions, it's got to be Tide. Get a limited time offer on bonus packs with 15% more loads free.
With Dupixent, stay ahead of moderate to severe eczema as you welcome the feeling of touch with clearer skin and less itch. The #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists helps heal your skin from within. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Spokane Symphony.
This year, make your home more energy efficient and beautiful with McVey Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows. Did you know McVey Brothers sells the popular Coeur d'Alene windows? And last year, the 6,000 Window and Door Series won the prestigious Energy Star Efficiency Award. Well, right now, when you purchase a 6,000 Series window, we'll match your energy rebate based on current utility rebates. Plus, give you $500 off any roof you add to the job. At McVey Brothers, we're always working for you.
It's Mississauga Casino Hotel's 31st anniversary. We're celebrating by giving you the chance to win over $62,000 in cash and prizes, including adventures on a pontoon, on a flight to your favorite getaway, or your choice of a new car or cash. Play your favorite games now to earn entries at Mississauga Casino Hotel. 31 years of jackpots, food, and fun. Learn more at Mississauga.com.
A Subaru certified pre-owned vehicle better than an average vehicle?
It starts with longevity. 97% of Subaru vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. Every certified pre-owned Subaru gets a 152-point inspection where anything that doesn't meet our high standards is repaired or replaced.
If you're in the market for a Subaru, don't compromise on quality or affordability. Come see our huge selection of vehicles and receive your no-problem customer service at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
A shakeup at River Park Square. If you have plans to go this morning, it is open, but you'll have to dodge a bit of a construction zone. Crews had to put up this plywood overnight because around 9 last night, a car plowed straight through one of the mall's glass doors near Main Avenue. Spokane police say the car was moving fast and hit a parked vehicle before crashing into the front of the mall. The driver was taken to the hospital with injuries that are not life-threatening. Police say they are still investigating, but right now there's no sign that the crash was intentional or that drugs or alcohol were involved. The mall will open this morning and business is mostly back to normal. Thanks so much for tuning in this morning. I'm Robin Nance. Natalie Grant is off. It is Friday, May 16th. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray in your first alert forecast. And surprise, surprise, we have rain moving in.
Yeah, we did say yesterday it was going to be a one-day break from the rain, and certainly that is the case here this morning as the radar slowly but surely filling in across eastern Washington and parts of North Idaho as we start the day, especially around the Palouse this morning. So where do we start? Well, let's start there because there is widespread light to moderate rain across Whitman County here, now moving into southern Spokane County, so some places like Freeman, like Rockford, starting to see a little bit of rain around Sprague Lake as well. St. Mary's has been right on the edge of some of these sprinkles, but you're about to see some of that rain as well as other areas on the south side of Lake Coeur d'Alene. Zoom in a little bit. We are seeing some sprinkles that were in the Spokane area, now starting to move into the valley. Does look like another sprinkle here right over the downtown area, though, has just gotten itself going. So slowly but surely, we'll see the rain become a little bit more constant, even if it is still going to be fairly light throughout the morning. Also, places like Wilbur, Electric City, also seeing a little bit of that light rain. That's all going to be tracking up into Ferry County and Shalia, Marion, Colville, Chewelah. Not a lot of wet weather yet, but as the morning goes on, we'll see more and more of that. And we'll continue to see wet weather until the early afternoon. Then we'll get a break before more rain this weekend. That coming up in your full forecast.
Matt, thanks. A 15-year-old convicted felon was arrested for various crimes in Deer Park. According to Spokane County Sheriff's Office, deputies served a search warrant on the teen suspected in a burglary May 5th and a shooting May 7th. When deputies arrived with the warrant, tried to arrest him, they say he was uncooperative and tried running away, but he ran right to where additional deputies were waiting. They booked him into the Spokane County Juvenile Detention Center for a number of charges, including commercial burglary, malicious mischief, and obstructing law enforcement. The teen had been previously convicted of assaulting a law enforcement officer and burglary. The 911 systems in Spokane and Spokane County could look drastically different if the city decides to split from the Regional Communications System. Spokane Regional Emergency Communications, or SREC, plans to meet with the city and county to discuss the future of its partnership. The city says SREC has been disagreeable when it comes to designing a 911 system that works for the city of Spokane. If the city does decide to form its own emergency communication system, it'll have to do so by the beginning of 2026. Governor Bob Ferguson's just signed House Bill 1258 into law, which would potentially direct tax revenue to the city's new system if SREC directs any calls to it. If you have a high schooler thinking about a career in law enforcement, there's an event happening today in Spokane County you'll be interested in. It's the Sheriff's Office Law Enforcement Career Day. It is free for students, happening from 9 to 2. Students can check out the brand new Regional Training Center at the Sheriff's Office. They'll get to see everything from SWAT and K-9 demonstrations to drones flying overhead and even a virtual reality shooting simulator. There's also forensics, Marine Patrol, explosive disposal, search and rescue, and students will get a chance to ask questions during a panel discussion. Finding childcare can be a challenge. Finding affordable childcare close to where you live and work can be even harder. One Spokane neighborhood is hoping to make this process easier for those who live and work there. Madeline Mullins has the story you're seeing first here on Good Morning Northwest.
Spokane's University District is a busy neighborhood full of students, professors, medical professionals, and of course, children, which means the need for childcare in this area is great.
Childcare is just a key component to urbanism. You know, a healthy urban environment needs to have accessible, affordable, well-run childcare facilities.
A study done by the University District found that 70% of respondents said there was a high need for childcare in the area, with 50% of children not currently served by a child care facility.
There is definitely a tremendous need for child care within the UD. There's a tremendous amount of children in the UD. There's a tremendous amount of single parents within the district itself.
And this is not just the case in Spokane's University District, but across the city and the state. Data from Child Care Aware of Washington shows that Washington has lost 2,000 child care providers in the last 12 years. Meaning less facilities for parents to take their children to.
One parent I talked to says she's not looking for much. All she wants is a safe place nearby with room to take care of her kids.
I've, transitioned into a stay-at-home mom because we just couldn't find a childcare solution that would make it worthwhile for us.
Elizabeth Terrell is a mom of 2. She tells me she feels fortunate she was able to leave work to care for her kids and live off of her husband's salary, pointing out that many parents are not as lucky, which is why with the results of this study, the University District is working to bring affordable childcare to the neighborhood.
Actually looking to be implementing some of this work in the next few years to really create this kind of living, vibrant district that supports people, going to school, working, raising children, but living in a thriving urban environment.
In Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Walmart, the nation's largest retailer, announced it plans to raise prices at the end of the month. The company says it can no longer absorb the cost from recent tariffs, meaning shoppers could soon pay more for everyday items. Walmart blames the price hike on ongoing trade policies. The company's CEO saying, "We will do our best to keep our prices as low as possible, but given the magnitude of the tariffs, even at the reduced levels announced this week, we aren't able to absorb all the pressure given the reality of narrow retail margins."
Even Walmart saying, look, even given our pricing power, we cannot absorb all the costs of these higher tariffs. Example for you, bananas, one of the biggest sellers at Walmart. They recently raised prices to 54 cents a pound, up from 50 cents a pound.
This announcement comes as the Consumer Price Index showed inflation dropped 0.5% last month. But the chairman of the Federal Reserve says we are entering an era of economic uncertainty and need to develop policies that can adapt to it. Your time is 6:39, and we got rain coming in. Surprise.
Yeah, we got rain coming in today, tomorrow, Sunday, and so some parts of North Idaho could get up to a ½ inch, maybe even a little bit over that.
Wow.
Some much-needed rain by the time we get to the end of the weekend. Of course, that might mess up your plans, your forecast for the weekend. Coming up.
A new investigation by Consumer Reports reveals pricing problems at one of the nation's biggest grocery chains. Up next, what it found and what you need to know to be a smarter shopper.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
The Blue Compass RV All-American Summer Road Trip is on, with new RVs starting at just $97 a month. Plus, they all come with a 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete. Big country, big adventure, big savings, only at Blue Compass RV.
You'll love Yachtly Crew, a 7-piece SoCal band who has started a nationwide yacht rock craze. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 3rd. George Thorogood and the Destroyers bring their roof-shaking rock party to the Coeur d'Alene Casino live Thursday, July 31st. Winter Music Nashville's multi-platinum star Gabby Barrett is an unstoppable force in country music and will be live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, August 14th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
The redesigned 2025 Taos, now with 3.9% APR or a $1,000 bonus. Smart, stylish, road trip ready.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
WSECU Cashback Checking. You give and give and give. Let's give you something back. Just use your debit card to earn. WSECU Cashback Checking. Let's credit union.
The Blue Compass RV All-American Summer Road Trip is on, with new RVs starting at just $97 a month. Plus, in-store only specials at our 100-plus locations coast to coast. Big country, big adventure, big savings, only at Blue Compass RV.
Welcome back. It's 6:42. Shoppers at one of the nation's largest grocery chains may be unknowingly paying more for groceries. That chain is Kroger, which is the parent company of Fred Meyer. An in-depth investigation by Consumer Reports and 2 news organizations found that customers were often charged higher prices at the checkout than those listed on store shelves. Consumer Reports sent shoppers to stores to compare price tags against receipts. You pick up an item on sale only to be charged full price at checkout. That's exactly what Consumer Reports says is happening at Kroger-owned stores around the country. A months-long investigation by Consumer Reports, The Guardian, and the Environment Reporting Network uncovered widespread pricing errors.
We found expired sales tags on more than 150 different grocery items that actually led to overcharges at the checkout counter. Everything from beef and salmon to coffee, juice, vegetables, even cough medicine and dog food.
Consumer Reports launched its investigation after Kroger's workers in Colorado, currently in union negotiations, alleged widespread and long-standing price label errors. To measure the scope of the problem, CR recruited shoppers to visit 26 Kroger-owned stores in 14 states and Washington, D.C. On average, shoppers were overcharged $1.70 per sales item, or 18.4% more. Why is this happening?
Kroger workers say that major staffing cuts and reduced hours have left them stretched way too thin, making it nearly impossible for them to keep up with changing all the price tags. Some stores have as many as 15,000 discount tags hanging at any one time.
Kroger has been testing digital price tags in some stores, which could help fix ongoing pricing issues, saying they offer better accuracy for shoppers. The company says it also corrects price mistakes with a policy called Make It Right that lets employees fix errors on the spot. In a statement, Kroger said it is committed to affordable and accurate pricing, and it regularly conducts price checks that review millions of items weekly to ensure our shelf prices are accurate. Kroger isn't the only grocery store recently called out for allegedly having unfair or misleading pricing. In 2022, a shopper sued Walmart, claiming it overcharged him by as much as 15% on 6 different items. And just this past October, Safeway, Albertsons, and Vons agreed to pay nearly $4 million to settle a lawsuit alleging that they were charging customers more than the lowest advertised price. Consumer Report says that no matter where you shop, take a quick photo of the sale tags. Review the receipts before leaving the store and demand a full refund if the price isn't right. And Kroger says it also conducts audits on store prices. An internal review of one store showed nearly 6% of items had wrong tags that led to overcharges at the register, well above Kroger's policy that allows for no more than 1% error. To read Kroger's full response, just look for this story. It's on KXLY.com.
10-second takeaway in your forecast is all about the rain. It'll be rainy this morning, a brief drier period this afternoon into tomorrow morning, but overall it is going to be a rainy weekend. I'm going to help you plan around that rain in your full forecast in just a few minutes.
And it is now just about 6:46. We'll check in with Allison Martinez live talking Lilac Festival.
Rain or shine, the Lilac Festival is happening this weekend. I'm breaking down all the events you can look forward to coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models.
ShopDaveSmith.com. The Medellin Falls Bigfoot Festival, presented by the Kalispel Tribe of Indians, returns to Pend Oreille County June 14th and 15th. From Sasquatch-themed crafts to Bigfoot merchandise, a 5K fun run, and food vendors from across the region, this event is guaranteed to leave you amazed and entertained. Get your tickets to hear from the country's foremost experts about their Bigfoot sightings and fieldwork both Saturday and Sunday. The Medellin Falls Bigfoot Festival. For tickets and information, go to mfbigfoot.com.
When you're in a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. We're here as a family. At Craig Swamp & Associates, we treat every client like one of our own.
We're not just a business. We're a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swamp & Associates, it felt like I was talking to family. They got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
Call Craig Swamp & Associates and let us show you what it means to be treated like family. Just one call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
Attention! Save up to 50% at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa tent sale this weekend at Spokane Valley Mall. Don't put off buying any longer. You can have a hot tub now. Over 50 models on display. Every floor model must go. Come see revolutionary swim spas that can heat or chill the water. Bad credit, no problem. 100% in-house financing, no turndowns. Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa blowout sale this weekend at Spokane Valley Mall. Call 1-833-HOUR-SPAS or go to discountspas.com.
Beat the heat. Always water before 10 a.m. or after 6 p.m.
Welcome back. It's 6:48. The Lilac Festival has been going strong all week, and the beloved tradition peaks this weekend. The Armed Forces Torchlight Parade, Brewfest, and many more events are unfolding in downtown Spokane over the next few days. Allison Martinez is live in Riverfront Park with what we need to know. Good morning.
Good morning. Since 1938, the Lilac Festival is all about showcasing the kids in our community, honoring our military, and showing off our region. Now, all of the events you'll look forward to this weekend will all be put together completely by volunteers. So here's a rundown of all of the events that you can look forward to. So today is the Queen's Luncheon and President's Gala, and tomorrow we will have Brewfest. That's happening in the Pavilion. Super fun event, live music, local breweries. You can also check out Cruise in the Falls car show on Spokane Falls Boulevard and the Lilac Marketplace along the parade route. And of course, the grand finale, the Armed Forces Torchlight Parade. That's that's Saturday rather at 7:30. And you can find a full breakdown on all of the events you can look forward to this weekend on our website at KXLY.com. Reporting live in Spokane, Allison Martinez for News Now.
And you see Allison had the umbrella out as that rain is starting to fill in this morning around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. This is the look over the past hour. Raining across the Palouse, rain moving across the Columbia River here in eastern Washington. We've got some showers right in the heart of downtown Spokane and some more steady rain moving in towards Liberty Lake. Not so much activity yet around Coeur d'Alene to the Rafton Prairie, but you'll get involved here pretty shortly. Fast forward to about 9 a.m. This is our wet weather here still. Cooking along across our area with that light rain. As we get into the late morning and the early afternoon, we'll see things start to clear up in many areas, but still some scattered showers from the Silver Valley across the North Idaho Panhandle and into northeastern Washington. Speaking of northeastern Washington, we're going to be looking for some showers to continue through the afternoon. Could even hear a few rumbles of thunder, very similar to what we have seen over the past several afternoons in that part of the inland Northwest. Let's go to Saturday, because you want to get things done early outside on Saturday. Yeah, there's going to be a couple of showers in central Washington, but things are going to just keep getting wetter and wetter as we head through the day. Scattered rain around noon, a chance for some thunder and some more widespread rain showers, especially in North Idaho as we head towards that parade time, 7, 8, 9 o'clock here, where things just stay pretty soggy, especially in North Idaho and especially north of I-90 all the way through the end of the day on Sunday. So it is going to be soggy Saturday night. It's going to be soggy Sunday morning in many areas. Here's that Armed Forces Torchlight Parade where don't think the thunder chance is super high, but certainly enough that you need to be aware of it. When thunder roars, time to head indoors or find a sheltered area. Definitely want to make sure that you have a raincoat or some other sort of rain gear for the parade. And once again, we will see soggy weather to start Sunday, but start drying out by the end of the weekend. We will take a look at your 7-day forecast and when we can really expect to dry out around here right after the morning sprint, which is coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by MJ. Tickets on sale at BroadwaySpokane.com.
It's Mississauga Casino Hotel's 31st anniversary. We're celebrating by giving you the chance to win over $62,000 in cash and prizes, including adventures on a pontoon, on a flight to your favorite getaway, or your choice of a new car or cash. Play your favorite games now to earn entries at Mississauga Casino Hotel. 31 years of jackpots, food, and fun. Learn more at Mississauga.com.
At Cal Cars, you never know what you'll find, like all-wheel drives, tricked-out high-performance trucks, sporty low-mileage SUVs, and reliable, fun rides.
We always have cool rides at SoFast.
Chevy, Ford, Dodge, Toyota, Mercedes, BMW.
If you need a certain style of vehicle, we will find it for you. Plus, every rig comes with a 1-month, 1,000-mile warranty.
And $50 down is all you need.
The inventory changes quickly because we price them right.
At Liberty Park, we've been growing our own since 1928, and we continue to be your go-to greenhouse for all your gardening needs, including custom container planting. We have a colorful selection of annuals, perennials, and hanging baskets. With several varieties of tomatoes and other veggie starts, we have all you need to kick off your vegetable garden. We also carry yard art, soil, and pots of all sizes and colors. Liberty Park Greenhouse and Garden Center is now open in the historic South Perry District.
The Book of Mormon is the best musical of this century. The 9-time Tony Award winner is genius, brilliant, phenomenal. The Book of Mormon is the funniest musical of all time. It's the gold standard for comedy that goes further than any other comedy in history. You won't believe how funny it is. You won't believe how much heart it has. And when it's over, you won't believe how much you'll want to see it again. The Book of Mormon, June 3rd through 7th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Hot Wheels fans, are you ready for the all-new Blow and Fire? Come watch your favorite Hot Wheels monster trucks fly, crash, and smash with all new stunts and featuring the world premiere of Galasaurus with thrilling freestyle motocross and the fire-breathing robot Arctic Gun. Meet the Hot Wheels monster trucks up close at the pre-show party. Save big with special kids ticket prices. Get your tickets now. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:55, time to get ready to take on your Friday with the Morning Sprint. Meteorologist Matt Gray has his eyes on weekend rain, and Allison Martinez is live with details on the Lilac Festival in Riverfront Park. But first, a mess at River Park Square. The mall will open as normal, but you'll have to dodge a bit of a construction zone. Crews had to put up this plywood overnight because of a crash. Last night around 9, a car plowed straight through one of the mall's glass doors near Main Avenue. The driver was taken to the hospital with injuries that are not life-threatening. Police are investigating. The mall will open this morning, and business is mostly back to normal.
We're starting to see some more widespread rain this morning across the inland northwest after it was just a very light sprinkly start. We'll continue to see pretty high chances for rain through the morning hours and start to see things taper off a little bit heading into the afternoon. Still, though, at least a small isolated shower chance with temperatures much cooler than they have been recently, only in the 50s.
If you have a high schooler, there's an event happening today in Spokane County you'll want to know about. It's the Sheriff's Office Law Enforcement Career Day, and it's free. Happening from 9 to 2, students can check out the brand new Regional Training Center at the Sheriff's Office. They'll get to see everything from SWAT and K-9 demonstrations, even a virtual reality shooting simulator. Students will get a chance to ask some questions during a panel discussion, too.
Rain or shine, the Spokane Lilac Festival is happening this weekend. You can check out events like the Armed Forces Torchlight Parade. That's the grand finale to the weekend. That's at 7:30 tomorrow. But before that, we've got the Cruise in the Falls car show. There will be plenty of vendors to check out. And you can come here to the pavilion for Brewfest. You can find a full breakdown of the parade route and all the event information on our website at kxly.com.
Walmart, the nation's largest retailer, announced it plans to raise prices at the end of the month. The company says it can no longer absorb costs from recent tariffs, meaning shoppers could soon pay more for everyday items. Walmart blames the price hike on ongoing trade policies. Your dreams of soaring along the Spokane River are a step closer to reality this morning. The city's hearing examiner gave conditional approval for a downtown zip line yesterday. If approved by the Spokane Park Board and Spokane City Council, the zip line would launch from a Place of Truth's Plaza, glide under the Monroe Street Bridge, and land in Red Band Park. Micah Moon Zip Tours would operate and pay for the project with no cost to taxpayers. You can read more about it on KXLY.com. And we will be back with a final check of weather coming up right after a quick break. And as we send you off to it, here's a look at your live weather conditions.
4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
The new spring inventory is rolling in this week at Findlay Downtown Toyota. And that means it's a great time to spend your summer in a new Toyota. Whether you're pulling the boat with the new truck or taking a road trip in a cool 4Runner, Findlay has the perfect Toyota for you. It's simple. If you're looking for bigger savings, a better selection to choose from, and the best financing available now, you can find it all this week at Findlay.
She was 12 in crisis.
Yet under hospital care, Sarah jumped to her death.
How do we stop it from happening again?
Teens in Crisis, coverage every family needs to see.
Beginning Monday, only on 4 News Now.
Well, dark skies, showers across Spokane and Coeur d'Alene here now as we are getting into the mid-morning. We've got more wet weather on the way for this weekend. Dress for rain. Things start to dry out, though. Temperatures stabilize as well, right about average for much of next week.
All right, Matt, thanks so much, and thank you for tuning in this morning. We'll see you throughout the morning with live local updates during Good Morning America. It starts just after this.